Here are my two favorite bets for Wednesday at the Euros. First up, Slovakia versus Romania. It's an interesting match, to say the least. If these two teams draw, regardless of what happens in Belgium versus Ukraine, they both are through to the round of 16. So as you can see, the draw is plus 110 right now. These two nations are very similar. So even if it meant that a draw got them through the round 16, let's just say this was a normal match, the draw would still be very low, probably around plus 200 to begin with. But the scenario for these two being the fact that these are two nations that don't normally get to the round of 16, it'd be a huge accomplishment for them. So we could see this play out as a very low event type match. And they're very similar teams too. They're both going to play 4-5-1s out of possession. They're both pretty reliant on transitions, set pieces, and crosses. But I think there's a couple different ways to play this rather than just taking the draw plus 110. Because these are two more defensive teams and not really high scoring teams, I don't think that this match is going to end 2-2 or 3-3. So the 0-0 is sitting at plus 350 right now, and a 1-1 draw is plus 375. I think if you split a unit on each of those, you're going to make more money if it ends in one of those two scenarios than if this were to end in a draw. So 0-0 exact score and 1-1 exact score, plus 350 and plus 375, splitting half a unit on each of those. It's my first pick. And my next pick is over 2.5 goals at minus 120 in Czech Republic versus Turkey. The situation for the Czech Republic is they need to win to get to the round of 16. And it actually is a situation that sets up pretty well for them. They are a team that likes to press from the front, that likes to play in transition, that wants to make the match more chaotic. Whereas Turkey, even a loss would probably get them through to the round of 16. So they're in a situation where they can play more passively, sit back, and just kind of look to transition against the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic dominated Georgia in their last match. They created 3 expected goals, only scored 1 of them, and had 28 high recoveries. Their press was so good, and they create most of their chances via crosses. They crossed a ton into the box against Georgia and completed a ton of them as well. Turkey has allowed the 5th most crosses into their penalty area so far this tournament. They've struggled defending those. But they're a good transition team as well. They like to play out of the back and play a lot of long balls over the top, which can work against the Czechs' press. But there's a match that I keep going back to. It was a 6-1 loss in a friendly for Turkey against Austria, who's the best pressing team in the Euros. And Austria just kept turning them over again and again and again and again. Turkey's going to build out of the back to start their possession. So they could be led into a lot of easy turnovers and easy transition opportunities for the Czech Republic. So I'm seeing a very high intensity, back and forth basketball type match. And I like over 2.5 goals, minus 120.